Order then, where are we at? Thompson 6th place, Benyat Fernandez is ahead of him in 5th. Ramadhi
Much, hasn't it? There's only, a couple of seconds covering the top 19 or so.
complete one lap. That is a heck of a great progression from the young Spaniard.
Yeah, he's
Prince Singapore 7th and 8th. Danish watching our series leader. He's up into 9th position. Guillaume Carter Thompson up into 12th place. Yesterday he finished up in 6th position.
Of course, he's already won one race and has got also a third this year. Aside in the inside comes Christian Daniel.
Yesterday's podium finisher down in 10th place. Daniel in 11th.
And Ramadipa there has gone.
It's a really, really good ride from the Australian up from 12th position. He was the...
To take the lead.
That was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? So Veda goes from 1st to...
Inside Brian Iriarte to take 4th place, I think. But it's still Ega Pratama that leads, but only...
It's all right. Yeah, I bet it is. Anything less than a podium is not satisfactory for Carter.
No.
3rd position as Daniel will come across the line leading this race. Veda looks just behind.
Just from Gonzalez. They're spread out across the track. Oh my goodness, it's so... Indeed, he needs to just have that great result at the end of the season that he's...
Behind him, they do a bit of a twitch. You're allowed to do once, but you can't do it twice, 3 times.
But Ega Pratama has the advantage. Can push him back into 2nd place ahead of number 11 Gonzalez. He had some really superb wins and of course a winner, in race 2. So he's got to get back to...
etc. They come towards turn 1. It's going to be Iriarte leading the way. Veda up. Danish has moved up another couple of spots, Peter. He's up into 7th place now. There he is in the middle of this shot. Just back
that sort of form.
The step up that Carter Thompson's made this year has been very, very noticeable. Australia certainly inside of Christian Daniel once again. So his lead was rather short-lived.
Yeah, and they're broken away. The group is broken away.
I'm Fernandez there. So Danish feeling a bit more in it. Maybe the pressure's taken off in some kind of weird. He has another name to cheer for in the future in World Championships.
Of course, it's his 3rd. Yaroslav Karpushin is back there in 6th place, and that's the rest.
Midway, although Brian Iriarte is much closer in the championship to him now as we look ahead from Danish.
Season, so he will not be back in the Rookies Cup next season.
Not another Holmes has gone down.
To the field. I wonder if these leading group of 5 are going to hang on to it.
Gonzalez had a big twitch to the front end there to Iriarte. Maybe Danish is feeling a bit more in the groove and a bit more up for the fight now. Yes, characters that we have.
But it's his 6th fall in a race, in a Rookies Cup race this season. So he did, didn't he? There he collected that up just in time to turn it right, but he lost a little bit of... Oh my goodness, it is
and he cuts right across the front of Benyat Fernandez. Goodness me.
Back with the leader then. It is Brian Iriarte, the cap champion, ahead of the number 11 of Brown, but I think it could have been a lot worse.
Karpushin's absolutely on it, isn't he? He squeezed him as much as you possibly can. That was sensational.
David Gonzalez
2nd, Pugliese 3rd. He got a podium last time out in Saxon. He's got Danish for company just behind him, and the chase begins.
Okay, right, it is the 54 of Ega Pratama that still has the advantage, but only just...
Pratama, then Danish in 5th place. Malaysia versus Indonesia for 2nd in the pins. They're 1 second off David Gonzalez at the line. We're going to come across
the white helmet of Karpushin in 2nd place. Then Brian Iriarte in 3rd.
Championship, we remind you, 1 point between them.
Elbows out.
Literally, yeah. Across the intermediate, 2nd intermediate now near enough, or on the exit of this corner. We'll see.
Down the hill they go. Absolutely superb stuff. It's 164 kilometres there. Okay, so Brian still has the advantage, but up in the 2nd place, Guilia Pugliese.
And didn't know whether that gap is coming down or not. But the leading quintet, if they want to just have a run
2 miles away, they get up to 194 kilometres an hour before they scrub off speed into the...
Danish moves up on Pratama there into turn 1. A very nice, tight but clean move from the race of their own. It's in their best interest just to absolutely pin it, because they've got Karpushin and
the left-hander here, climbing the hill in 4th gear, all the way up here in 4th.
Malaysian then, really, really nice indeed. Finish hot on their tails.
And if you saw the orange tape come off, got pulled off one of the bike.
Car pushing just cut across the front of Uriarte. Sorry there, Peter. That was so close. They're being old.
My goodness gracious me. And those damp patches, it's still cool, of course. Those damp patches are hanging around, but they're in another bit lying on the road. That is the tape that they have on the radiator at the start of the race. As the
brave through there. But look at Gonzalez just waiting to pounce on a bunch of these riders that are coming down the...
There's mostly a dry line, but you just got to be careful you don't get offline. Maybe that limits some of the overtaking. Temperature rises, the riders can pull the tape off and give them full cooling.
There is Benyat Fernand. Waterfall. They fan out 3 abreast towards the penultimate curve. Uriarte up to the inside. Car pushing doesn't...
Possibilities.
Pugliese had a big moment on the exit of turn 6 there. Loses a bunch of places. He was the fastest rider on track last time around. 0.2 of a second quicker. Want to give an inch, but he's forced to. He cuts back up the inside. They go off the track. Over onto the... Dinesh then into second place. Ahead of Pratama then. So it's 1, 2, 3 in the championship. Than your leader, Christian Daniels, so he could well be a threat later in the race. Black stuff in towards the final corner. Uriarte has to give way and move back down into third place. In the race, but off along as Matani gets sideways into turn 8 then, moving up. But what's for certain is these front 5 riders are just absolutely drilling.
Yeah, he went from first to third just on the scrub and the brakes into the left hand.
Into 4th position, the Japanese rider. How about this as an advert for the Asia Talent Cup? They're not interested in a big pack race. They want to have one of their own.
Yeah, that's right. The next car, Pushin that leads again, and still 15 laps to go. My goodness.
3, 2, 3 and 4 Asia Talent Cup graduates.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Great stuff. And Brian Uriarte and Veda Pratama are well able to drag this group away. So no matter heartbreak will stand this. Up the inside, it's the number 11 of David. And it is the 54 now that takes up the second place, Veda Pratama. Of course, from the rest of the field, but that isn't happening at the moment. It's 3 abreast on the brakes.
Oh, and Chris
Gonzalez, who has a look.
Oh, someone's down in the background. Oh, it was Dinesh. Dinesh went.
As things finish like this, he would take second place back from Hackett.
Daniel, the last on the brakes there, just lets them off a little bit later than everybody else. He's going to go across track. By 12 points. Here's what happened. He cuts up the inside, he goes wide.
Danish in the cut points.
I should also correct myself. Those are the 3 Asia Talent Cup champions. The last limits, though, on the exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now down towards. Got a lot of corner speed, too much. He lost the front twice over the second time. He didn't catch it. It's 3 years as well up there as well. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Superb stuff.
Right, it's 2A and 2B. Veda wants to go up the inside there again, but Christian Daniel just so late on the brakes, isn't he?
Was it Carter Thompson or being clipped actually?
I think so.
No, but whoever it was, they got away with it. But Brian now has an advantage of what it was.
Oh, it's